from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS2 News at 11 p.m.
Only on 2, garbage piling up in a Southland city because people have nowhere to dump their trash. There are no bins or dumpsters in the streets of Maywood tonight.
A trash company took them all away. Even businesses are down in the dumps. CBS 2's Adriana Weingold is live in Maywood with the story you'll only see on 2. Adriana.
Well, residents here say they received no notice before their garbage cans were taken away. Now they're not sure when or if they'll get new garbage cans, and trash is really starting to pile up. Some people are even bringing it here to City Hall.
You walk around Maywood right now, you see trash everywhere.
Piled outside businesses, restaurants, and even homes. With no bins to throw away their garbage, the bags are just sitting on the ground. Blanca Valenzuela took this video last week when the trash bins were rounded up and hauled away without warning.
We never got notified. Nobody called us, nobody told us, you know what, this is what's going to happen.
City Councilman Eddie De La Riva says the city had contracted with Republic Services for years, but because of a lawsuit, they terminated the contract and voted to hire commercial waste services to take over. De La Riva voted against the decision.
The trash is piling up. They can't afford to wait for the bins to be delivered. The bins should have been delivered the day before Republic picked up all of their bins.
De La Riva says CWS promised to deliver bins between September 7th and September 10th, with regular service picking up the following Thursday. But in the meantime, the city has made no arrangements for its residents, leaving them no choice but to throw the trash anywhere they can, and residents say it stinks.
Especially during the day when it's hot, you get all the flies around here.
They also say it's attracting animals like cats, rats, and possums, and they're worried about the health risks that come along with festering garbage. De La Riva says that the new trash cans are supposed to arrive by September 10th. That is Monday. We did reach out to Commercial Waste Services to see if they're going to make do on their promise to deliver the garbage cans, but we haven't heard back. We're live in Maywood. Adriana Weingold, back to you.
Thank you, Adriana. A devastating fire in Cypress Park. A 10-year-old girl died in a house fire, and several family members are still in the hospital tonight. CBS 2's Christy Fajardo is live at the elementary school she attended. Christy.
Yes, Suzanne. In fact, neighbors tell us the little girl had just started 5th grade here at Aragon Avenue Elementary School. Now, loved ones are rallying around her heartbroken family. They've set up a GoFundMe account trying to raise money for funeral and hospital expenses. Alexa Alarcon has left behind heavy hearts in her Cypress Park neighborhood. The 10-year-old was killed in a house fire. Her 2 siblings, a cousin and her mother, were all taken to the hospital. So was her father, who was critically injured while desperately trying to save her. I knew them all since they were born, says neighbor Alicia Franquez. She woke up to the sound of sirens and says the dad was going in and out of the burning back house on North Thorpe Avenue, pulling out one kid at a time. They were brought to my house, she says, of the youngest Alarcon children, but it's the one who didn't make it that brings her to tears. She was so good, she says of Alexa, who firefighters found near an entrance. Neighbors tell us the 10-year-old had been hit by a car at just 3 years old and had to undergo multiple surgeries to help her walk. Her personality shining through in this photo.
He goes to school with my daughter. It's sad. It's sad. That's all I can say.
It took 27 firefighters to put out the flames. Firefighters are still trying to determine the exact cause of the fire, but say it does not appear to be suspicious. In the meantime, loved ones tell us they have gone into the back house, and they say the family has lost everything, including their surviving children's clothes, school supplies, and toys. That's why, again, they have set up a GoFundMe account. If you'd like to help, we put a link on our website, cbsla.com. Live in Cypress Park, Christy Fajardo, CBS 2 News.
Thank you, Christy. A loud boom rocked a Fullerton neighborhood when a garage suddenly exploded. The explosion and fire were apparently caused by a gas leak. It demolished a detached garage on West Valencia Avenue. The home was red tagged due to damage. Now, Facebook video shows a man with a water hose trying to put out the fire.
And we ran outside, and then before you know it, the transformers on the poles started blowing. Boom, boom, boom.
Now, one person was hurt. Some of the homes in the neighborhood lost power for a little bit.
A dramatic day at the U.S. Open for Compton native Serena Williams.
The tennis star argued with the umpire, and things only went downhill from there. Kevin Cuenca joins us live in studio to show us what happened.
Oh, so much happened.
Yeah.
So, Suzanne, this was really crazy. With a win over Naomi Osaka in the U.S. Open final, Serena Williams would have tied Margaret Court for the most Grand Slam titles all time. But things did not go according to her script. Osaka was outplaying Serena, winning the first set 6-2 before things take a wild turn in the second set. The umpire cites Serena's coach, Patrick Mouratoglou, for coaching from the box, which is against the rules. Serena took exception with the umpire, and then later in the match, Serena breaks her racket, which leads to another code violation. The second one brings a point penalty. Serena again went at the umpire, saying she's not a cheater and demanding an apology. Things would boil over. Serena called the umpire a thief. That led to a third code violation for verbal abuse, which brought about a game penalty. Osaka would go on to win 6-2, 6-4. After the match, Serena accused the umpire of sexism.
I've seen other men call other umpires several things, and I'm here fighting for women's rights and for women's equality and for all kinds of stuff. And for me to say thief and for him to take a game, it made me feel like it was a sexist remark. I mean, like, how he's never took a game from a man because they said thief. For me, it blows my mind.
The WTA released a statement after the match saying there are matters that need to be looked into, while adding that both Williams and Osaka have great integrity. Crystal and Suzanne.
Pretty interesting stuff on the court there, that's for sure. And the championship match and how it played out went viral on social media.
Lots of people with strong opinions. CBS2's Jeff Nguyen has reaction.
At the Fullerton Tennis Center in Orange County, Serena Williams' controversial championship match at the U.S. Open served up a volley of opinions.
The way she handled it was a bit immature. Maybe there's a little sexism. Maybe they expect, or maybe they just expected Serena to carry herself a little differently, just because she is a huge face for the sport. I mean, both for men and women.
Tennis legend Billie Jean King tweeted, "When a woman is emotional, she's hysterical, and she's penalized for it. When a man does the same thing, he's outspoken."
Answer my question! The question, jerk!
Actor Wendell Pierce said the hypocrisy of the umpire to penalize Serena Williams in a sport that celebrated the antics of John McEnroe and Ilie Nastase is a blatant display of sexism. Grammy winner Kelly Rowland posted, "The ump was a weak soul. What a double standard."
Cornet realized her shirt was on backwards.
This year's tournament faced accusations of sexism earlier this week when Alizé Cornet was handed a code violation for fixing her shirt that was on backwards. The ruling was reversed, yet male players were able to bare their bodies during clothing changes on the court.
That's definitely a double standard.
In the end, Naomi Osaka, who defeated Williams, was brought to tears during the award ceremony when fans booed. Whether it was on social media or at local courts, there was plenty of love for Naomi Osaka, who fans say did not deserve the boos after her first Grand Slam win. In Fullerton, Jeff Nguyen, CBS2 News.
And a rock star reception for President Barack Obama in Orange County.
I don't recognize what's going on in Washington right now. That's not what I believe. That's not who we are.
We'll take you to the big rally.
Plus, Donald Trump gets a brand new star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Amber.
And a live look with our Santa Monica Pier camera. So from dense fog to record heat this afternoon, I'll let you know what's in store for Sunday.
And chaos at a New York Fashion Week party. Why Cardi B and Nicki Minaj went at it.